I never thought I'd have to prove I was blind to a stranger in the middle of a shopping mall, but that's exactly what happened. It was mid-2020, during the height of the pandemic. I had gone to the local mall to pick up a few essentials, wearing a mask, my white cane tucked in my backpack, and walking with my guide dog, Gumbo. He's a golden retriever, loyal, incredibly well-trained, and literally my eyes in crowded, unpredictable places. While I was browsing a store near the food court, I felt a small hand brush Gumbo's back. A little girl had wandered over and was petting him. I knelt down and gently explained. "He's working right now, sweetheart. You can't pet him, but thank you for asking." She nodded and walked away without complaint. No issue, or so I thought. About 30 minutes later, I was sitting at a socially distanced table in the food court eating lunch when I heard loud footsteps approaching. A woman's voice rang out.
"Excuse me, you told my daughter she couldn't pet your dog."
I calmly responded, "Yes, ma'am, he's a service dog and he's working right now. I'm blind and he helps me navigate." But what came next stunned me.
"You're not blind. My cousin is blind. I know what a blind person looks like, and you're just sitting there eating lunch like everyone else."
I blinked, confused. "Ma'am, I am blind. That's why I have a guide dog."
"You're lying. If you were really blind, you wouldn't be able to eat like that or sit here alone. You just want attention. My daughter should be allowed to pet him."
I stayed calm but firm, explaining that service dogs can't be distracted. But she wouldn't have it. She stormed off, and I thought that was the end of it. But it wasn't. Not even 5 minutes later, she returned with a security guard, and instead of de-escalating, the guard looked at me and said,
"Can I see some proof that you're blind?"
I was speechless. "Proof that I'm blind?" Then Karen added,
"See, I told you. She's faking it to bring that dog in here."
I stood up, trying to keep my voice steady. "This is a service dog. You don't ask people for proof of disability. That's illegal. Please step back." As I tried to leave, she suddenly grabbed Gumbo's harness, yanking him backward, trying to hold us in place. Gumbo yelped. "Let go of my dog," I yelled. "He's trained not to react, but if you scare him, blame no one but yourself." Thankfully, another security guard had arrived and rushed in, ordering her to release the harness immediately. She did, but not without shouting that she'd be calling corporate and suing for emotional distress. The second guard apologized to me and helped me get out of there, but I was shaken, not just by her ignorance, but by how the first guard sided with her, like it was reasonable to demand a blind person prove they were disabled. It took me days to fully recover, but sadly, this kind of harassment isn't rare for people with invisible disabilities. Some think if they can't see your disability, it must not be real. Others assume their limited experience gives them authority over your life. I'm sharing this story not for sympathy, but for awareness. If you ever see someone being harassed like this, say something. Step in. The silence of bystanders is almost as damaging as the cruelty itself. And to anyone who thinks they know better than a disabled person living their reality every day, you don't. Just listen, respect boundaries, and remember that service dogs are there for a reason. If you liked this story and want to hear more real-life encounters that will shock, inspire, or open your eyes, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It helps more than you know.